Episode 11. Reminiscence. Who will sing a psalm? I, said the thrush, as she sat on a bush. On the thrush? As she sat on a bush? I'll sing a psalm. Or a poem. A psalm. A poem. A psalm. My life is made up of unhappiness of others. I think I was happy by the time I found out. Noble father and beautiful mother and obedient maid. The grand castle, a time-honored family, I had lived in affluent circumstances. My father tended to go outside of the castle, and my mother was in the social circles. Therefore, I have only a few moments when family members gather together. I've never been hugged nor kissed, but I still love them. I was taught to become a person suitable for the family estate. I tried hard to meet their expectations. Innocently, purely, without any doubt, so I didn't realize. The life that shaped me was distorted and twisted, just waits for limitations. It was meant to be broken. On that day, I was called by my mother. It was unusual. Actually, it might have been the first time. That was out of the blue for me. I went to my mother's room, as I was told. I just tell you the truth, even if it's embarrassing. I expected my mother would compliment me. Her own beauty and her own adornments. I thought she might compliment me for the first time. It was my sweet imagination. Then when I entered her room, my mother let the maids go out and she poured sulfuric acid on my face. My eyes soon became dark. It was so painful as if I was burnt by the fire of hell. I was supposed to not see anything, but the view was red in front of me. I heard my screaming somewhere far, but I could hear my mother's brittle laughs like a monster so clearly. If I could see anything with my eyes at that time, I could see my mother's smile. I didn't really remember what happened after that. When I woke up, everything was over. Yes, everything was over. My father, my mother, and myself. Short-term happiness, too. After my mother pulled sulfuric acid on my face, she dashed out of the room and went to my father's. She stabbed my father with the knife she hid, and she stabbed herself with the same knife and followed him. I heard all the reasons. The story was not so unusual. It didn't even sound realistic because it was too ordinary. I was not her real child. I was the kid that came from my father making another woman pregnant. A few years before I was born, my mother, his legal wife, gave birth to one child. He was my half-brother. Normally, the older brother would be set to succeed the family, and I would be left alone. However, my older brother was a little bit different from normal people. His growth was a little bit slow. His mind and body didn't match. My father decided my older brother as a failure. He shouted that my older brother was not the person who would succeed the family and that he was the shame of the Waldston. That's why he took me. He needed someone who would succeed the family. He thought of my older brother as dead and put me in place instead of him. My older brother was not killed, but he was locked in the basement and raised in hiding. My mother lost my father's love, and she was given someone else's child. And she became crazy. My father's nobility was made of his pride and vanity. Her beauty was the only thing she could be proud of. Maids were just not interested in us. The castle, the family, the affluent life, all of them were meaningless. When I say these words, the story is just cheap. It's a story you cannot do anything about. What I had believed was broken just like that. The only thing left after being broken was the bare bad intentions. People around me spread the story as if it was interesting and laughed at my family and me. They said bad things about me being someone else's kid. They looked down at my ugly, burnt looks. I fired unnecessary people and locked myself in the castle. That led to more rumors, but I didn't care about anything anymore. Because I was there, my older brother was locked in as he was needed. My mother became crazy because of the humiliation. My father was killed. I don't know about my biological mother. I'm not sure if she happily let me go, or if I was taken from her unfairly. My father must have done something bad in order to keep it a secret. Everything happened because I was born. If I wasn't born, nobody would have become unhappy. Because someone became unhappy, I exist here now. That is why I was born and why I'm alive. I had been thinking about it all those years. I've thought about killing myself, but I didn't even have the energy to do so. I focused on studying so that I might be able to get the answer to this question. On the way, I pursued alchemy, which was one of my father's hobbies. I used money for alcohol, wine, and gambling, but nothing satisfied me. I just do my job of being high class and pass the time. I don't feel hopes, joy, anger, or sadness. I just exist. I'm not dead, but it's hard to say I'm alive. But it was okay. I thought it's better than making someone unhappy. I had been thinking that way, though. I knew it. My life is made up of others' unhappiness, but I don't intend to live like that forever. Am I abnormal? Am I crazy? I don't care about what's right. When I was young, I thought the broken days were happiness. The experience can easily be different, depending on who sees it, who hears it, and who thinks it. This is my garden. My hopes will definitely come true this time. I am right. I am not wrong. So, I will definitely make you happy. Episode 12. Who killed Komodori? Who'll toll the bell? I, said the bowl. Because I can pull. I'll toll the bell. Someone's crying. There are many people sobbing, crying, and shouting. Everyone looks sad. I wonder who is crying. I wonder why they are crying. You are. When I opened my eyes, I was in my room. I felt something strange and touched my cheek as I woke my upper body. I was crying. Did you wake up? It seems you didn't have very sweet dreams. You know what you've done, don't you? Yes. The master will decide what to do with you. Until then, you have to stay here. I suggest that he should give you a proper treatment so that you won't do such things again, but I wonder why he is hesitating. Whoop, whoop. Each word stabs me like a knife. As I become frozen, the chief maid sighed deeply. But I cannot do anything. I just obey what the master decides. You shouldn't think that you are forgiven. Do you understand? I understand. If I had found it first... What? Nothing. Anyway, you stay here and reflect on what you have done. She doesn't exist anymore. So should we used to be family. My memory didn't come back. I couldn't find the key for the stone lid. Jostle disappeared. Jostle. Disappearing person. It wasn't my imagination. She definitely existed. She was there. Should have been there. That name. In fact, the master reacted to the name Jostle. But there's nothing I can do anymore. I won't be able to live as I used to. Now my room is locked. I lost Jostle. I don't know the mystery of Komodori. More and more things I cannot understand. I am exhausted. I'm dizzy and sit down on my bed. I fall down on my back, then I felt my eyelids getting heavy. Robin. Lynette. As I woke up, an unexpected person was entering my room, his body shaking as if he was afraid. Lynette looked so tired. His pale face looked younger than normal. It reminds me he is younger than me. I'm sorry. What? You are here, which means you were not punished, right? They didn't notice you? I don't intend to say what happened at that time to anyone. If you are asked, just say that I threatened you. He must be so tired because he did something against the order. I cannot cause more trouble for him anymore for my own self-satisfaction. If something happened to you, stop it. Why do you say like that? What do you say? I don't deserve it. I'm not the kind of person who should be treated kindly. I am cowardly and shameful. I am dishonest and underhanded. That's why I came here. Please calm down. What's wrong? As I tried to see Lynette's face when he looked at the ground. Robin, let's escape. What? Fortunately, I haven't been doubted. That's why the Master and Chief Maid trusted me and handed me the keys. This is the only chance for us. Hurry up. Wait a minute. Does it mean you will betray the Master? Yes, you're right. Why? Besides me, you don't have a reason to do so. If you don't do anything, you might get in bad trouble. Probably you won't be able to get out of the castle even from this room. That's my fault for being indecisive. I cooperated with you only a little. If I had stopped you at that time, you might not be in this situation right now. so I won't be indecisive anymore. Annette gave me his hand. His hands were thin and young, but he braced himself and came here. Please escape with me. Strange-shaped Komodori. The more I search for it, the more the mystery it becomes. People living in the castle are hiding something. Disappeared Drossel, disappeared memory, the master. I couldn't take his hand. Robin, I am sorry. Why? I don't know why myself either. I feel so scared of what is happening to me and what will happen to me from now on, but... So? Even so. I don't feel like leaving the Master and Komodori behind. When thinking about the two of them, my heart hurts. And to be stuck to me so much like glue was crazy. I don't have to be away, I feel so. I don't know what this feeling is. Everyone in this castle is somehow broken. If the word was true, I might already be broken by now, so I cannot bother you anymore, Lynn. Oh, I'm sorry. I just called you Lynn again. That's okay. What? You can call me Lynn. What? He said as if he put it behind him. I see. I won't force you. I respect your will. But this is the only chance for you. If you still want to know about Komodori, you can escape from this door, which I forgot to lock. This is the only thing I can do. He was about to leave the room as he said so. Out of me, I asked him, Why did you think you would like to help me? You just met me and I'm only a maid. Well, he's known you 6 months. You're betraying the master for me. You look so much like a person I like. What? I tried to remind myself so many times that you are different from that person. That made me cold to you. But I cannot hide my feelings. Please go, Robin. Thank you, Lynn. The chief maid said the master was wondering what to do with me. If that's the case, I still have a short time left before that. The only place I should go is there. I don't think it's a good way, but this would be the only way for me. I placed the tool I found on the back of the hut in my apron. I couldn't find the key, so the only way is to break the lock. Bovie is the problem. He lives in the hut. I don't think I'll be able to do what I want to do without being seen by him. I feel sorry for him, but I should tell him a lie if I need to. I guess I feel abandoned. I have a lack of plan. I don't know whether I will succeed or not, but I don't have any time left. There's no change at the hut. Bovie's not there. The stone lid is there. I locked the door so that no one can enter from the outside just in case. I don't have time to act slowly. Before Bovie comes back. What? The hammer I was going to use had nowhere to hit. The lock is not on. The unexpected situation confused me, but I calmed myself down and looked at it carefully again. The lock is off, which means somebody has opened it. Why? That means the person who opened it is inside. Slowly. Slowly. The stone makes a scratching sound. The lid is raised. Bovie. Robin. Bovie, who looked like he was confused and suddenly realized something. Ah, Robin, you were supposed to be in your room, aren't you? It's okay now. Really? Yes, so came here. I see, so that's good timing. Bovie pointed at the bottom of the foot. Let's go to where Komodori is. There are stairs on the other side of the lid. The stairs are stretching to the deep and dark basement, as if swallows something. The master said it shouldn't be out, but I guess it's lonely. So you can just take a look, only a little bit. In Bovie's hand, I saw a key. Is this the key for here? Yes, I said I want to meet Komodori and the master lent me the key. Is it okay for me to come into? I had wanted you to come here for a long time, so Komodori will be happy that you came too. It's a secret to the master, right? I soon stopped myself from wanting to go down the stairs. I feel bad and nervous as if my stomach contents would come up. I can meet it if I go down there? Yes. Komodori has been here for a long time. What? For a long time. It won't move, it sleeps forever. Is it sleeping? Yes. But I've seen Komodori everywhere in the castle. Is that so? If what Bovie says is true, I don't know what I saw was. It wasn't Komodori, no, but it wanted you to see it. Bovie said so frankly. It wants to be seen. If someone wants to be seen, it will show up, right? It's not that you can see what you cannot see. It wants you to see it, so it shows up. Robin? Bovie. What? I will go by myself from now on. I went down step by step, following the path. precisely, properly, without making any mistakes. Without thinking anything, feeling anything, I just head forwards. As I continue walking like a machine, time tells me I must be at the end of it. It felt like forever. Damp air, a dark and narrow place. The track stretches to the front narrowly. There was the normal door in front of the not-so-long path. It doesn't look strange when I see it. That's why it was too strange to exist in the space of the basement. It seemed intentionally distorted that there was normality existing within the abnormality, like Komodori being here. I couldn't move, even if it's just in front of me, and I could open the door whenever. My hand trying to grab the doorknob was shaking. My legs became frozen. I understand in my head, but the scary feelings still dominate. It's disgusting. Why? Why am I afraid so much? What scares me so much? Coward. Pity, laughter, and a little bit of sadness. Drossel? It was a familiar voice. I said soon without waiting for a reply. Drossel, is that you? I went to see you, but you were not there. You were supposed to be there, but I couldn't see you. Hey, where are you? Hey, talk to me, Drossel. That's wrong. What? I am not Drossel. The voice told me only the facts. Because you are... I told you about me, right? You were asked my name, right? Ah, so that's not my name anymore. I don't understand at all. I can definitely hear her voice. She should be the same person I was talking to before. In that case, the person I'm talking now is... You must know. You must know it now, mustn't you? You knew it. You knew it from the beginning. You knew it so you could talk with me like this. Please open the door, Robin. You can see me now. What I want to see, what I cannot see. I knew it. I didn't know it. I wanted to know. I didn't want to know. I wanted to realize. I didn't want to realize. All of those were true to me. Everything was my true feelings. Robin! The master. I didn't feel impatience. I just thought I was found out sooner than I expected. Come here, you won't be punished this time. He also walked slowly, step by step, the shape of him looking like a cat prepared to jump on the target. It's okay now. The master stopped walking. What does it mean? If it were me before, I would feel scared thinking he was angry, but it's different now. I already knew. Anyway, you should be away from there, then we can talk. Shut up. This person is scared. Stop it, you don't need to think about extra things. I will definitely make you happy, so... He's a scary person, but a kind person too. I used to like him. I am sorry. Why? If you are happy, that's all you need. Why do you need to be hurt? You don't need to be hurt. If you continue the same life, everyone will be happy. That's all you need, right? Because the master said it. Your value is not something given to you as you wait. It's not what someone pushes onto you, nor can it be decided by someone. It's what you grasp by yourself. Your happiness should be the same as that. You cannot just swallow what is supposed to be happiness without knowing anything. That's right. You shouldn't return it. You cannot trace it. You cannot supplement it either. You shouldn't let it just not happen. So, stop it. Komodori. Stop it, Robin. The person who killed Komodori is... me.